This 6'10" Kevin Durant build may be as good as it's ever been in any NBA 2K, from having great paint defense and getting some of the wildest snatch blocks you'll ever see. It's also able to put the ball on the floor and get some insane contact dunk animations, while also being able to actually dribble with great dribble moves this year at 6'10", which is rare. And of course, being KD, we want to make sure we can make about any shot from anywhere on the court, and we're definitely able to do that. This may be the best Kevin Durant build we've been able to make in a very long time. If you're new to the channel, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get right into the build. Now, Kevin Durant is a really unique player to make because you guys probably see it every single year. You'll see 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", or even sometimes 7-foot Kevin Durant builds. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go with the power forward at 6'10", weighing at 211 pounds with a 7-foot wingspan. I did want to go minimum so that just looks weird, but I also didn't want to go 7'3" wingspan or anything higher than that, just because the attributes honestly do not match Kevin Durant and the badges and all that. So I went with a 7-foot wingspan. You'll see we get some pretty good badges. Now, I will say this, I just unlocked my first cap breaker, so I'm going to show you guys the build that I made, and I'm also going to show you guys what you should do if you don't have cap breakers, how you should make this Kevin Durant build. There's slight things that you need to pay attention to. I'll make sure to put it on the screen so you guys know. So with our finishing, we're gonna have an 82 close shot. Again, like you guys know, everything this year is really closely tied together. So the close shots tie together with a lot of different things. 82 close shot, not the worst thing to have anyway. Our driving layup is gonna go to an 85. Now, on this build, I'm going to have an 85 driving layup, the build that I made personally because I have cap breakers. Now, again, like I said, I'll show you guys later what you should do, but with this build, 85 driving layup, being 6'10", you're going to be able to finish a lot of stuff in the paint pretty much over anybody. I've been kind of experimenting using layup timing on these high layup builds, and honestly, it's pretty glitchy. 87 driving dunk, like I said, this is going to be like one of the most well-balanced KD builds that you can make. You will eventually get that silver posterizer on this build. I'll show you guys all the badges after we go through this. 87 driving dunk, you'll get contact dunks, which is always fun. Keep our standing dunk at a 57. You still will be able to get some standing dunk animations, and our post control is going to go to an 87. So you'll have post fade phenom on Hall of Fame, which will be pretty nice. It's a tier 1 badge sadly on this build, so I probably just will use this on Hall of Fame, which is, again, like I said, it's Kevin Durant, 6'10", pretty good wingspan. You'll be able to fade over a ton of people. And if you do not have cap breakers, I will say this, put your driving layup to a 72. You can just use regular real player percentage. You'll make a lot of layups even if you don't have the highest rating. Again, like I said, if you want to make this build, you don't have cap breakers, go ahead and put your driving layup to a 72. Now, I know the main thing with Kevin Durant, we want to make sure we can shoot the three, the off dribble, stuff like that, but having an 87 driving dunk allows you to actually attack the paint and eventually open up all that game. You can see here, first play of the game, contact dunk. And this guy was like a superstar 3, the dude I just dunked up. But you can see here as well, we're bullying people out of the way, high driving layup. I did try layup timing. I didn't get to try as many layups, but I know it's going to be really nice. You can see here again, look at that animation. I mean, that's just ridiculous with an 87. We're getting putback dunks. It doesn't matter. And in close ball games, we can actually get pretty good just regular dunk animations as well, which is always clutch. And of course, going into the pose, being able to get a nice speed boost and dunk the ball easily. Now we're off to the shooting, which is probably the most important part, I think, in a Kevin Durant build. Now, like I said, I've got cap breakers for mine. I realized that the mid-range costs the most on any build. So the 86 mid-range, we're going to put 5 cap breakers here just because it costs so much more and I can put those attributes elsewhere. We're going to go with an 86 mid-range. Like I said, I use my cap breakers to go ahead and make this a 91 after I, actually made the build. But again, if, like I said before, if you do not have cap breakers, go with that 72 driving layup. Then you can kick this all the way up to a 91. But like I said, I've got cap breakers. I'm going to keep reiterating that. So I went with an 86 here. We're going to go with an 83 3-point shot. So we will be able to get that bronze limitless range. Then we're going to take our free throw just to a solid 76. You'll be able to make a lot of free throws with this. Now, this is what I wanted to showcase the most. I'm going to show you guys a ton of different ways that you can score using this build, dribbling, off dribble, the shot selections that I go with, and obviously how well this build can shoot. But you can see here, we're getting ankle breakers, and a lot of these shots that you guys will be seeing is from me dribbling the basketball, not just me stopping and popping or just catching the basketball and shooting. Like, obviously a majority of builds can do that, but I wanted to show you guys what you're actually going to be able to do with this build. This was literally day 1 of me making the build and just messing around with it. Look here. We get the ball, run back out to the 3, rhythm shoot it, simple. Like, it's not just catch and shoots. We get the ball right here. Look at this pro play animation. We watch for the guard to go behind us. We take the shot, easy mid-range, we knock it down. We go for the little backdoor cut. It's not there. We're not panicking. Look at that. Kevin Durant, rhythm shooting fadeaway, green. I mean, it's so fun what I've been able to do with this build. This might be one of my favorite clips. Look, a little kind of a messed up quick stop. We use square here. We're able to make that as well. But look at this, man. Like I said, it's just a lot of combo moves. What you're able to do, and being centers off the dribble is what you're going to be able to do very well with this. You guys saw this clip in the beginning, a little hop jumper backwards. It's tight. It doesn't matter. When you rhythm shoot, I'm telling you, for some reason, you're able to make so many yellows and reds. Look at this little quick stop in the mid-range for game. We're knocking that down as well. So we got a lot of mid-range shots. I think you guys didn't really want to see as many just stand still, catch and shoot threes. Obviously, with an 83 three-point shot, rhythm shooting, you're going to be able to make, or even just using square, you're going to be able to make a lot of shots. I didn't want to just showcase that. Look, we're even trolling a little bit here. We're able to make that corner shot off the dribble, just completely just messing around. You can see again, we're dribbling it back out to the three-point line, behind the back, crossover. Look at this deep off dribble, like with shifty shooter on Hall of Fame, which I will recommend using. I'll show you guys the badges here in a little bit. Like I said, definitely worth you get this at a tier 2 badge, use it on Hall of Fame. You're going to be making everything. Look, fadeaways, consistent, green, doesn't matter. Definitely use rhythm shooting for your fadeaways. Look at this, spin shot deep, green again. Playmaking, I actually use this build as a lot as the big man in like park and stuff like that. Also, I play the rec center. So we're gonna go with a 75 pass accuracy. You could theoretically, if you want to, go a little bit lower, but I went with a 75. We also went with a 75 ball handle because you actually do get some pretty good dribble moves this year. With the 75, you get a lot of Kevin Durant animations, some pro animations, Giannis, stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend minimum going with the 75. I'll show you guys some clips. You can put the ball on the floor and actually cook a little bit with this. Speed with ball will take to a 68, so we do unlock that bronze lightning launch. And if you want to, you can use the max +1 for your tier 2 and take that to silver. I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference, but having at least that on bronze, it's pretty solid. Now, obviously, I already showed you guys a lot of different dribble animations, but I want to show you guys a few more combos that I've been rocking with. That's the basic escape you will see here in a second. You can combo for post fades. It doesn't just have to be rim runs and three-point shots, but you can do post fades. You can get some dunk animations. You can see right here, we're getting the rebound, going back out, quick little behind the back, little hesitation, crossover for the easy dunk. So like I said, the dribble moves really kind of open up your game for everything. Dunks, three-point shots, layups, whatever the case is, whatever the defense gives you is usually what you'll be able to score. I mean, look, we're moving pretty effortlessly. Defense wise, got to remember, we are 6'10", but we also want to play a little bit of defense. I went with a 74 interior. We will be unlocking that bronze post move lockdown. I don't know if it really makes a huge difference when you're going against those like elite post scores, but it is nice to have. So we're gonna go with a 74 interior. Our perimeter defense is going to be a 73, so nothing too insane, but we do unlock a lot of bronze badges like Challenger. We'll get a movable enforcer, pig daughter, stuff like that. And then we're going to go with a 73 steel. I don't really care for glove that much. We will get that silver interceptor with that 73 steel, which I do notice is a huge difference from going from 60 to 73. So I would definitely recommend that. The interceptor on silver is super solid for passing lanes. Then you guys saw in the beginning, I was getting some nasty snatch blocks. So we went with an 84 block here. So we get paint patroller on silver, which is really nice. So we're able to block a ton of shots. And again, being 6'10" with a long wingspan, 7 foot is pretty long, you're going to be able to get some really nice block animations. And then defensively, like I said, sometimes in the park, I'll use this as the center role. But again, if you use this as a traditional power forward, playing rec center or anything like that, it is quite literally perfect. 80 rebound, 68 offensive rebound. You'll be able to get a lot of rebounds. Like I said, you're 6'10", so you'll be able to snag some a little bit. Now, I've been very pleasantly surprised of how well I've been defending the paint with this. You can see we're getting snatch blocks, help side defense. We're able to get like two-hand block animations, which is pretty rare. Help side defense again. And also, like I said, we're able to defend post scores a little bit. Not the greatest, but look, we're making them actually think twice, which is pretty nice. And we're going to be pretty quick. For being 6'10", we're going to have an 80 speed with a 75 agility. So we're not slow by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely fast for being 6'10", and we're gonna have a 73 strength here. So we unlock a lot of badges like strong handle, the post move lockdown, and movable enforcer, stuff like that, like I told you. Then we're gonna go with a 75 vertical to wrap up the build. Like I said, make sure you guys are paying attention. I know some of you guys don't have cap breakers. Maybe you're close to getting cap breakers or you plan on getting them. Make sure you kind of pay attention to that to make the build how you actually want to play with it. We get shades of Andre Karolinko, Paolo Banchero, and Jabari Smith Jr. And of course, you guys already know, not the craziest build name. We get called a 3-level scoring threat. I mean, which is Kevin Durant, but at the same time, I wish we would have got something a little bit different. Now, as promised, I want to show you guys all the badges. This is just me playing one day, so I was able to get a lot of different stuff. Like I said, we'll be able to get that set shot specialist. I use my max +1 here, so having that on Hall of Fame has been really solid. If you want to, you could use it on rebound chaser. Like I said, that silver posterizer. You will be able to get some nice post scoring badges, which I haven't really utilized as much, but getting this on gold is going to be really nice, being 6'10". Like I said, post fade phenom, we'll get that on Hall of Fame. Some really solid tier 2 badges, and what is nice about this, the power forward actually gets shifty shooter as a tier 2, so I use my max +1 there. And as you guys can see from my max +1s, we got set shot specialist and shifty shooter on Hall of Fame for Kevin Durant. Quite literally perfect. Here are the animations. Zion Williamson dribble style, definitely the best one that you can use. Gives you a really quick speed boost, especially being at 6'10". A lot of Giannis moves. We do unlock a lot of Kevin Durant moves. We've got this basic escape, which I've been really liking for a certain animation that I showed you guys in the clips. And this is pretty much, like I said, all that we're using. There's a lot of normal stuff too, but a lot of pro stuff. So you make sure you get that 75 ball handle, and you should be able to get all these animations. Rocked a lot of Kevin Durant moves, from like his post fade, his spin jumper, his dribble pull up, his go-to shot, and stuff like that. I do believe for Kevin Durant, you have to be having a 87 mid-range. So you make sure you get that 87 mid-range at least. That's why I kind of was skeptical about going to 86. If you guys want to get some of his animations, make sure you guys watch this, because you need an 87. So some of his dribble pull-ups and stuff like that, you might want to kind of utilize my build as a template and try to get that 87 if you want to use his actual animations. Here's the jump shot I was using for all those clips. Of course, we've got the KD base. We're going to use the Baluba upper, and we're also using Michael Porter Jr. The only thing I don't really love is the lower release height. I wish I could have found something a little bit better, but everything else grade-wise looks really good. You got to have that 90 mid-range. So again, like I said, this is what I would recommend. Make sure you at least get 87 for his animations, but if you want a jump shot that's really good and well-rounded, you want to make sure you get that 91. Hopefully you guys enjoy the build. You know, every single year I make a Kevin Durant build, I use it from when I make it all the way till the end of the year, and it's always super solid. I want your guys' feedback down below in the comment section. Let me know if there's anything I should have changed, or what you guys did if you made a Kevin Durant build. I'm eager to know. Also, let me know if there's anything you want me to do with this Kevin Durant build in specific. Let me know down below in the comment section. Make sure to check out these videos, and until next time, it's been your boy Dignified. I'm out. Peace.